Hello, Gorringes are on view, this time for a very special sale actually. This is the sale of goods from the family of Patricia, the late second Countess of Mountbatten. And you may well have seen Sotheby's had some pretty splendid items from that estate and the family, some amazing jewellery, some fabulous paintings, all sorts of bits and pieces. Anyway, we have perhaps what might be called the sort of attic sale from the same source. And it's a really interesting lot of things. And I'll just sort of walk you around the sale. It's up online, so you can go through it. It's about 400 lots. We kept it interesting in the sort of attic tradition of mixing it all up rather than having separate sections of furniture and silver and what have you. So it makes for a really interesting blend. So I'll walk you through the sale. I like this. This is lot 5. This is an early Victorian rosewood. I suppose really collector's chest. I mean, it's got 7 drawers. It's not a Wellington test. It doesn't have side locking bars, but nicely made. Lovely little locks here. No key comes with it, but and it, you know, it's lost a bit of banding and things, but just a pretty thing. And this was used to hold a really fabulous collection of sewing collectibles, which we'll come to further round. So going around the room, pretty little desk here. This sort of French, round about 1900 mahogany. Ornate brass mounts, a bit like a sort of bonnet du jour in some respects. This is lot number 61, estimate 4 to 600. Upon it you see a sort of old Sheffield plate dish with a lovely sort of armorial upon it, a Vinovo plate there, decorated with the fishing boat as you see. That's lot 42, estimates around about £100. Carrying on round, well, there's the linen press, there's work tables. There are some more personal items, this oak casket with a presentation inscription from the borough of Romsey, no less. That's lot 17. There's some nice old armchairs, a lot of them requiring reupholstery, but still sort of good things. Lovely big chest here. Unusual artwork. This is Lady Dorothy Stanley, who painted this picture of the dead Merboy. Somewhat grisly subject perhaps, but 1889. She later became Dorothy Tennant, which is better known as. It was sold for a considerable sum back in the day. It needs a clean now, but unusual artwork about that. We have this silver tray here, Austro-Hungarian silver tray, lot number 19. Rather fancy and ornate there, rather conveniently hanging itself on the wall for us. There's a couple of carpets and rugs. This is rather splendid, lot 367. This is a George III mahogany sort of invalid's chair or convalescence chair. And it's got these rather nice features. You drop the handle there to be able to sort of slide in and out. That works on both sides. And then around this side, we have this rather splendid crank handle. And if you crank it backwards, it slowly but surely lowers the back of the chair using these rather marvellous, you can just about see them in there, almost like bicycle chain, but with 5 strands instead of 2. So that is lot number 367. This actually was in the Sotheby's sale, went through as a not sold lot, so it's back with us at less money. Lot 367, 700 to 1,000 estimate. Interesting thing that, particularly the cranking mechanism makes it unusual. There's things like these nice Regency style painted chairs, set of 7 of those in the sale. We've got some textiles, we've got porcelain. I'm going to dive behind the counter now. Lots of bits and pieces of silver, all sorts of interesting things. Things like, you know, nice little small chamber stick there, lot 133, silver gilt, engraved with a Irish looking crest there, with its lovely little extinguisher to put the candle out that hangs there. That is in at about £100 estimate, modest estimate there. There's some all sorts of silver. We've got mustards, ink stands, brandy warmers, all the sort of accoutrements that gather over time. Here's something a little more modern, lot 180. This is solid silver, rather lovely, looks like a Labrador to me. And inside you've got a table lighter there. So perhaps the table lighter bit's not so desirable anymore, but the Labrador head's rather nice. Lot 180, in at 150 to 200. There's a nice little Chinese mug in there. There's some salvers, a pair of plates. Further round here, we've got other bits and pieces, nice little wine taster there. Then running around in the next section of cabinets, it's an amazing collection of mostly 19th century, some 18th century sewing related items. So we've got these lovely clamps that clamp onto a tabletop and have a pin cushion and a tape measure or a silk winder attached. We have Tunbridge ware items. We've got a lot of things made from mother of pearl, ivory, bone, all sorts of things there. Great lot, really nice lot to look at. Sort of pretty much textbook collection really, showing all the different styles and materials and what have you. And there's about 50, 60 lots of those. So really, really good items to look at, interesting. In this one, we've got some sort of collectibles, objet d'art. There's a rather splendid clock here. Let me slide this out. Look at this, lot 257, this sort of pendant timepiece in its rather lovely green leather case. And that is lot 257, 150 to 200 estimate. There's some rather good little Chinese carvings here, in particular this 3-colour jade carving. Which I think I might have the wrong, there we go. We'll see it that way up as well, and the other side, where there's even more detail going on there. That's lot 268, in at £2,000 to £3,000. Some splendid miniatures, 274 Maria Chalon miniature of a lady there, Mary Reynolds. And then one of my favourites in the sale, tucked away in this little leather box, got 275. Lovely miniature here, look at that. And that is of a Jamaican, she lived in Jamaica, a Jamaican lady, with full details of who she is. Elizabeth Vassal of Jamaica. Well, she married in 1786. I would think that's round about that sort of date. Splendid looking miniature, that round about £1,000 estimate upon it. There's a little bit of costume jewellery. We've got some splendid silver cake here. Here we go. The lovely Scottish dishes here. There we are. There's one. Now, what's great about this size? It's particularly big. It's William III, so nice early date. What's even better, it's not just one, we've got a pair. There we go, pair of them, splendid. Where are the marks? Let me have a look. There we go, the marks around here on the side, a little bit rubbed, but still legible. And then just to boost it all, we've got the arms here engraved, which are the arms of the Honourable East India Company. So that's nice lot, that. Interesting. One of the feet had a bash in time, but lot 298, that'll be sorted out, no doubt, relatively easily. Estimate 2,000 to 3,000. So, what else have we got in the sale? There's things for all pockets. We've got these nice George Edward Lodge watercolours of all different pheasants. Common pheasant, Japanese pheasant, Mongolian pheasant. They all look quite similar, but subtle differences to them all, beautifully painted. And each lot is in at 300 to 500. There's Derby vases, there's rummage lots of old plates, there's decanters, there's the old salted bathroom scales from the children's nursery bathroom. We've got Chinese wares, soapstone figures, a few lots of books, some prints. Lovely photograph here. This is rather good. King Edward VII at Eastwell House in 1904, and with various members of the family, etc. in there. Interesting photograph, that beautifully inscribed. That's lot 405. No, it's not. It's lot 390. I don't know why I've got that on. I'll take that off. Estimate sensible, 150 to 200. It'll find its own level, as we like to say. So rounding up, what else? Well, look at that cracking great club table lighter there, made out of some sort of antelope horn, lot 78, sitting upon a rather smart sort of French dressing table there, lot 79 at 400 to 600. There's a rather lovely silver tankard sitting upon it. We've got an old dinner service over here. We've got some of the old sort of dispatch or attaché cases crested here for the Marchioness of Sligo, lot 118. Another one here that was used by Lord Brabourne, thought to be, and with various sort of labels and monograms and things to back this up. Lady Brabourne's travelling trunk there, look at that. Blooming great tin trunk, lot 114. Slightly wedged in by those armchairs, but we lift up the lid, there we go. It's all fitted out inside with travelling trays and the like. And this sort of trunks, you know, people like them now, don't they? There's occasional tables and what have you. Something more traditional, George III, chest on chest, but 112. It's had bashes and repairs over the years, but so would you if you were 200 years old. So there's all sorts of goodies here. Lovely lot, have a good look. Really interesting sale to see. And it'll be on view next week, Wednesday onwards. The sale is on Friday, St. George's Day. Good day for a sale, I think. And yeah, have a good look, come along and bid, you can now, or look at the website. And then otherwise, I'm being whispered at,
You can buy the catalogue,
You can buy the catalogue. Wow, it's got a printed catalogue. So you can buy the catalogue. £8 by post. Just phone up and we'll send it out to you. So there we go. Fabulous sale. Look forward to seeing you at the viewing or at the sale, otherwise online. Thank you very much.